size bird. Like if you put wings on Jewel and set her up and had her looking at you just like that, like the same size head too. These fucking things are massive. And then there's beautiful hawks, those and peregrine falcons or whatever they are. I was tripping the first time I saw one of those. It looks like one of those training falcons or something, except they're, you know, almost 2 feet long. So, and I think these ponds are all starting to dry up. The water level has dropped about, I'd say 18 inches now. When you see in the background, of course you won't. The GoPro doesn't like the background views very much. But it's dropped about 18 inches, and that's when it probably gets interesting for some of these birds of prey, because they get to swoop in and kill all the fish in these ponds. And there's fish, all kinds of big fish came in here. Now that the sun is directly in the lens, I can see it's dirty as fuck. What's it on? It's on like 11 minutes. This is how long it takes to drive from our front driveway down here. Exactly this much time. I've been going a little slower so you can see better. Let's see if we can lift this up out of the sun. I probably was shooting right up my nose that whole time. So what? I'll post it on YouTube. For the YouTube viewers! Yeah, so fuck, I'm well on my way to being in cowboy boots and a hat. Need a hat too. The sun is brutal up here. Burn your damn ears right off. It's not about the hat, it's about covering your ears and neck from this pure sun. Doesn't have any pollution filters before it hits you. It's like standing next to a bonfire. Shit! It says 17 minutes. I thought it said 11. Anyway, so that's like 18 minutes to get from the house to the tube. That's pretty cool. The tube being the highway right here that has everything on it, you know, McDonald's, Safeways, everything. Yeah, so I've been having a blast. Probably have to go get a rope, because now Bud wants me. He saw that I could rope, and I told him, I said, Bert told me not to he said, and he was smiling when he told Donna, he's like, wow, you know, he's going to make fun of me from now on, because I had to ask him for help on roping one of those horses, and he just jumped right up there and roped it like he was a professional roper. And I'm like, I told you I knew how to rope, damn it. And I knew you didn't believe me then. So wait till you see me do all this other shit that I told you I could do, but you were probably like, surfing? What? He doesn't surf. Or whatever, you know. Wait till I find gold on his property. He's got a cool piece. Oh, we passed it, damn it. I should have like narrated that, but I was in like a rant. His property's pretty cool. Got lots of big pastures and about 40 cows and about 40 horses. I'm helping him cut those horses down, get them looking better, get them in an area where he can deal with them a little more, get somebody to come up and cut their hoofs, and get some of these young ones to where they at least take, I mean, these fucking horses are worth $1,000 if you just shove it in a fucking trailer for someone. But they're worth like $3,500 if you just break the fucking horse to where bare minimum it will put a saddle on. You know what I mean? Be able to be ridden would be great, but even to be able to just walk up, put a halter on, you know, brush it down, wash, or, you know, do whatever, check its feet, do that shit, get it to, you know, lift its legs and stuff like that. It's like ×4 on the value of the horse. But when you're fucking 81 years old, you don't have time to go out and rope these horses and pin them and, you know, and all this shit you got to do to get them used to that. takes a while for each one of them. But if you were doing, 10 of them a day, and your facilities weren't falling apart, then, I'm sure it'd be a lot easier. Especially if you had it down pat where you were just getting it done. You get around corral, get all that stuff, and you're in. But he's like an 81-year-old dude chasing fires. We all know how that goes. You're never going to catch that fire. But he still fucking loves working with the horses and shit. As you can see, I'm at the dam. Hoo-hoo! Shazam, we're at the dam. Alright, well, that was just going to be a thoughts video. I'm a little late. I was supposed to call Sweetie Bert at 9, and it's 8:42. She had to work at 9, so she's probably already on her way. Alright, I need to make more videos like this because there's no fucking way in hell I can make videos when we're, going from checking to see if a cow had a fucking baby to, well, let's just run these horses down the highway to the house since we're here. I think we could do it. What the fuck? Let me get my camera, man. Hold on. Nah, there's no time. But we missed some good footage on that one. Fuck, if I would have mounted this camera on the quad when some of those horses decided that they were just gonna test me and run straight at me to try to get out, and I just punched it and pitched the quad sideways at them, the noise just like, fuck! They turned around, and I was like, yeah, I just did that. Bitches, get down the street. Anyway. Alright, I better call you, Bert. I'll make some more videos later. I'll try to go over to their farm later. Maybe bring May out. I brought May out yesterday. I haltered her. She took the halter really easy. She didn't like the head restraint when I put a lead on her. But she was okay inside the corral. But when I started walking her out, she was just scared shitless. So I took that as a win that she did the halter and she did the rope real nice. And it'd been like a month since we, first haltered her, since I first haltered her and got her into her new pin. So it was cool. I took it as a win. I watch that Australian trainer all the time when I go to the Camas Center to watch videos and stuff, and he's like a super well-known horse trainer, and he's just always calm and cool and collected with them. Bud's like in between that and a real cowboy that would have no problem pulling on a rope on the horse's neck until it just passed out, and then going over, put a halter on it, and by the time it wakes up, it has a fucking halter on. That's where we're from. That's like, that's the most cruel thing in the world. But here it's like, what are you talking about? Shit, man. If I would have tried 2 or 3 more times to get a halter on it and it wouldn't have done it, I'd have had to just shoot it in the head. Oh, okay, you fucking caveman. These guys are like in the caveman days. That's what makes it so fun. It's just tripping out on them. Alright, Birdie. Signing out from the dam. This is John's thoughts. Rambling from having a buzz on coffee. When I already stopped drinking coffee. Alright, love you. I'm going to call you now.